Today we're going to learn about animal habitats. A habitat is the place where the animal lives. So the animal gets food and water, shelter, safe place to sleep, and a place that keeps them warm, dry if they need to be. It depends, because obviously this one is a water habitat, so those animals don't need to stay dry. But it basically is a place where they feel safe, where they live. And then, so like you wouldn't see a snake in the water because that wouldn't be a good habitat for it. And you wouldn't see a giraffe in the ice and snow because that wouldn't be a good habitat. Every animal has its own habitat, just like we have a habitat. We live in a house or an apartment. Some people live in cities. Some people live out in the country. Everybody has their own habitat. So let's get started. We have the ocean habitat, that's on the water. The grassland habitat, this would be, think about in Africa, some zoo animals would live in the grassland. It's hot there. There's not a lot of trees. There's only a few places where they can get water. Grassland, bigger animals live here. And smaller. Desert, that's very hot and dry. There's not much water there. And then Arctic is very cold. There is cold water and snow and ice. All right. So here is a giraffe. The giraffe lives in the, I'll let you think about it, the grassland. They need lots of space. How about this shark? Where does the shark live? The shark lives in the ocean. What about this polar bear? The polar bear likes the cold, the ice and snow of the Arctic. A lot of Arctic animals are white colored too. That might be a hint. All right, how about this elephant? The elephant needs lots of space. They live on the grassland. All right, the desert ones are a little tricky. I'm going to tell you this one is a desert. He's called a Gila monster. He's a lizard. Lots of lizards live in the desert. They like the dry. How about this walrus? Walruses live in the Arctic. They're fat and chubby, and they can keep warm and swim in this cold water. What about a dolphin? Dolphins live in the ocean. Don't worry, this dolphin is good, smarter and stronger than the shark. It will be just fine. This is a lion. Lions live in the grassland. Here's the little clownfish like Nemo. Clownfish live in the ocean. They can hide over here either in an anemone or in the grass to keep safe from the big sharks and other fish. How about this guy? This is a roadrunner. It's a kind of bird that lives in the desert. This is I think it's an Arctic fox. It's either that or a wolf. Either way, partly because of its grayish white color, it tells me that it probably likes the cold weather. It blends in with the ice so it can live there nicely. Here is a zebra. The zebra is a grassland animal. This is a lizard of some kind. And we talked about how lizards and their dry skin like the hot desert. Here is a whale. The whale is a big mammal, but it lives in the ocean. Here is a snake. Now, snakes can live in a lot of different habitats. The way the snake is curled up, I feel like it might be, oh, it has a rattle on its tail. It is a rattlesnake. I was going to say sidewinder, but with the rattle on its tail, it is a rattlesnake. Most rattlesnakes that I've heard of live in the desert. And here is a seal. And its white color also gives you a hint that it likes the ice and snow. Not all seals and sea lions live in the Arctic, but this one looks like it does. So this is his habitat. So here's the ocean habitat with a dolphin, a whale, a shark, and a clownfish. Here's a grassland habitat, the zebra, a giraffe, an elephant, and a lion. Here's a desert habitat with a rattlesnake, a Gila monster, a lizard, and a roadrunner. And here's the Arctic habitat with a walrus, a polar bear, a Arctic fox, and a seal.